We're currently joined with Francis. Simple question. What do you think of ARC?
It's great. Really enjoying it. Really enjoying the ability to speak freely, watch people who are actually engaging with topics, not in a roundabout way, which is what you get with politicians, where you ask them a question, they don't actually answer the question. One of the things I think that is a really good sign is that it's bigger and better this year than it was the year before.
What would your message be to young people who are within the education system, higher, and at this point even secondary school level, who have to deal with the constant attack on freedom of speech, etc., with the amount of pressure that is on young people and the amount of repercussions there are when it comes to just speaking freely? You know, what would your message be to young people?
Look, it's a tough one to answer, if I'm being honest, because at the age you are, so you're 19 years old. So for most people, boys or girls, men or women, the most important thing really at that age is your friendship group. And the one thing I find really sad is like when I was your age, and I'm going to sound old here, we didn't talk about politics. Politics wasn't really a thing. You know, we would say, oh, George W. Bush is a bit stupid, isn't he? Isn't that funny? Or we'd go and watch a Michael Moore documentary. What we wouldn't do is talk about politics. So one of the things I think is really sad is that politics has actually become important for you at an age when it really shouldn't be.
It's really interesting. One of the comments I get, and it's true, kind of on a personal level, is I grew up too quickly. I always say this, but when I was 14, lockdown hit, which is a bit weird when I think about that. And for me, you know, that's when I really started my pushback, because I wanted to question the science, question the mainstream narratives, and have freedom of speech. And I thought as I got older, at 16, 17, I was really pushing back, trying to get into real properly campaigning. Of course, I work with Together. It's been incredibly isolated. Jordan Peterson talks about this a lot, about sacrifice, which is obviously a key part of his message and what's happening at ARC. I went to university for 3 weeks based on the fact that I pushed back against the narrative. So I said, they told me, and it's a genuine quote, that because I'm white, I have an unspoken privilege, and therefore I'm intimidating to black or mixed race people. Of which I put my hand up and said, this sounds incredibly divisive.
What university was it?
This was London College of Communications, which is an art-based university.
I know it.
It's incredibly woke.
I don't understand how you can run an academic institution without freedom of speech. It's like trying to run a hospital without medication. The reason people go to university, or the reason actually they should go to university, is to be exposed to new ideas, to broaden their horizons, to challenge themselves. The only way that you get challenged is to have your ideas challenged, because the reality is we all have ignorant ideas, we all think things which need developing, which are weak, so on and so forth. If you don't have those ideas challenged, if you don't have them exposed, if you don't have them, even shall I say the word attacked, you are never going to have your ideas strengthened, and you are never going to truly understand what you think, and you're not going to be able to construct a worldview. And that's really what going to university is about. So if you're not going to have that, then really what is the purpose of university?
Well, it's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone that, unfortunately, you know, I was thrown into reality way too quickly. Any closing words just regarding ARC, regarding this conversation?
It's great, and I would advise young people to, if you feel that you are somehow constricted, if you feel that somehow you're not being authentic, get out there. The world's a big place. Talk, meet people. You will meet like-minded people, and just the more honest and authentic you will be, the better you will be.